Catherman. I am pretty much from Moline, Illinois. Growing up, my dad worked for the railroad, so we moved all over the Midwest. And senior high school, I had my high school sweetheart there, Darlene. And Dad quits the railroad, goes with GE out in Erie, Pennsylvania. So I moved out there. Went to the local branch of Penn State University, and kind of like what some other people have said, I wasn't stupid, but I just didn't apply myself. And the New York State line, as Stuart and I have talked about, was very close, and drinking age was 18. So first year, why I spent a little time up there, usually Friday, Saturday night. Second year, my sophomore year, we don't have class for 2 hours, let's go to New York. And this type of thing. And after my sophomore year, they told me they didn't want me anymore. So I went back to Moline, where my girlfriend was, and worked for the railroad, and we planned on getting married, and tried to get in the National Guard. And in May of 1968, I get my draft notice. We were going to get married on July 6th of 1968. Had everything planned, and I took the wedding invitation down to the draft board, showed them, and by gosh, one of the first good things that happened to me is they said, "Oh, okay, we'll let you get married," and then they deferred my induction for a little bit. So six weeks after we were married, well, then I got inducted, and always thought that I was, never going to be sent to Vietnam, and this and that kind of thing. AI basic at Fort Leonard Wood, AIT at Fort Ord, California. One experience with marijuana there. Luckily, I got sicker than hell, and that was it.
Bad shit.
Yeah, and so I, end up being sent to Vietnam. And we did some training and some stuff. I went to LOC school before basic training, so that was an extra week. So it was a platoon guide basic training. And it was on K. I think that's where First Team Academy was. Okay, and we were talking about rappelled off a tower. And luckily that was my only rappelling I ever did. But anyway, things were working okay. I got down to battalion headquarters in Benoit, and I needed some dental work, and I was going to do anything to stay out of the field. So go into went into the dentist, and he said, "Yeah, you got impacted wisdom teeth." Took my wisdom teeth out, and good dentistry. He gave me like 2 years worth of Darvons to take, and luckily I didn't need to take them. They were ended up giving them away, I think. And but this Dennis he had little Vietnamese girls working for him. He would just yelled at them and just berating them and everything else like that. Later on, I'm applying for a principal's job in Moline, and one of the guys is Bruce Peterson, and the local dentist is on the school board, and he's there doing the interviewing. Afterwards, he says, "John," he says, "I see you were in Vietnam." He said, "Where were you?" I said, "First Cav, da-da-da-da. Were you ever in Benoit?" I said, "Yeah." I says, "I think I worked on you." Same guy.
Oh my God.
Small world. And he's not too bad of a guy now. But so anyway, things went well because my timing, all this stuff, I would have been out in the field on March 6th or February 23rd. Because I got in country in February 20th. So all this stuff, I missed that stuff. And I was with the first sergeant, and he says, "You got to come with me. We got some wounded coming in." And I saw this Ed, what was Ed's last name? Evanson. Taken off the chopper. He'd been shot 7 times. Yeah. And he was still alive at that time. And then I'm going to be his replacement. That was March 6th. Of 1969. Okay, I got out to the field March 7th, and basically this thing started going well. Okay, first of all, I get in the squad with Stuart, and Jim Steele and Pat Porter and Ernie, and these guys, I mean, they told me, we don't do drugs in the field. We don't smoke dope, nothing like that in the field. If they got back to base camp, I don't care what they do.
We didn't
Okay?
drink in the field.
No.
You
Well,
had-
no, they kick out hot beer sometimes.
Yeah, they said,
Oh.
you had a 2-day.
If you recall, I was the beer and soda general when I got in the CP. That was my job. I was the distributor. I was an important man. But anyway, good squad, good guys. We all looked after each other, and we didn't see any action from that day, March 7th, until end of June, maybe May.
That's what
Okay.
I'd say. That's what
Yeah.
I'd say, yeah.
No, we didn't see any action.
I'd say that.
We got one VC on a trail one night in an ambush, but nothing. And one day I'm reading. My wife sent me the Moline Dispatch, the local paper, when we got resupplied, and I'm sitting there, and the artillery forward observer comes by and says, "What are you reading there, troop?" I said, "Just local paper, sir." And he says, "What's happening in Moline?" And Mike Brightman.
Yeah.
Okay, and Mike Brightman was from Moline, and he and I kind of got to be friends, and we knew some of the same people. He was a few years older than me, and in sometime June, I think it was, when either his RTO or the company commander's RTO got shot.
Jamal RTO.
Okay, was it Ricky?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, Mike invited me into the scene. Another thing that saved my life. Okay, because I was I could have been walking point, but so that was a good thing. Excellent thing. I got to work with Cotton, got to work with Doc Fred, people that were really looking out for everybody. And I don't know, this hasn't been talked about. This man right here saved more lives than I can ever imagine by watching out for us. Did you by any chance ever carry an AK-47?
I usually did.
Why was that?
Well, as I remember, well, I know the particulars of it, but I don't know if I understand your question.
Here's why you had an AK-47. From what I recall, the battalion commander is always trying to get us, excuse me, politically incorrect, get me some gooks. Okay? Cotton's out there saying, well, if we go get some gooks, we're going to get somebody hurt, so we don't want to do that. So every time we did find a cache of weapons or something like that, we carried some with us.
Yes.
He'd make up action.
Yes. Yes.
Battalion commander would say, well, let me see. So we'd have AK-40. Here it is. Kept us out of the stuff, and I thank you, sir. Third, I had 4 months as a rifleman, 4 months in the CP as the RTO for Mike Brightman, the forward observer. Mike rotates back
31st,
October 31st.
New battalion commander,
Right, and all the
and Delta companies,
All
many,
the-
many of my friends.
yeah, and all the why would they ever put that many top guys in one helicopter? That was really stupid, but anyway. So I get back from R&R, find out, Mike, my best friend's dead. And it was kind of made the whole the next 4 months of my tour kind of a little depressed, I guess. Yeah, I was very, very lucky. No Purple Hearts. Just things were working out pretty well. Good people I worked with. I could have extended for 13 days and then ETS'd out of Vietnam. No way. Because you guys you guys hit some shit right after I left on February 20th. Okay, and during that time I was in battalion headquarters, but no way I was going to extend. So when I got back, I went down to Fort Hood, Texas, and luckily Master Sergeant Hickey had helped me change my MOS from 11B to
Military Occupational Specialty.
there you go, to from 11 Bravo, which is infantryman, to 11 Foxtrot, 11F, which is intelligence and operations. So when I get to Fort Hood, and the CO and the people are looking, what to do with me, and oh, what is he? And I think they thought I was CIA or something like that. For the first 2 weeks, I didn't even fall out for formation, nothing. You know, I went down to the PX every day, and I didn't have my uniforms yet. I just had my civilian clothes.